What's up, folks? How's it going? This is Watch. Hope you guys are all doing well. And yes, what you're looking at is the new Mac Pro Tower. Now, the Mac Pro is certainly the most expensive item that you can get from Apple. If you option one up to all of the best specifications with the 32-core Intel Xeon CPU and all of the SSDs, the best graphics cards, it actually costs more than a top-range Model 3 from Tesla. So for the price of a really nice luxury car, you could pretty much buy this PC from Apple. Now, unfortunately, I don't have $50,000 to $60,000 lying around to test that version of the PC. I, in fact, have the opposite amount of money, which is why we're testing out the poor man's version of the Mac Pro, the bottom of the barrel baseline 8-core CPU version, which comes with 32 gigabytes of RAM, 256 gigabytes of SSD storage, as well as a Radeon AMD 580X discrete GPU. Now, even with these bare minimum specifications, this thing still costs just around $6,000 USD. That's just a drop in the bucket compared to the top range $50,000 to $60,000 tower. But one of the really nice things about the new Mac Pro is the fact that you have a lot of user upgradable options. You can upgrade the RAM. There's many slots available for that. You can add your own SSD PCI Express drives. You can add in PCI Express graphics cards by yourself. And for future growth, there's definitely a lot of flexibility here, which is definitely a much improvement compared to the trash can Mac Pro that we had previously. Now, we're going to dedicate a separate video and show you guys how to take this budget, quote unquote, Mac Pro to the next level and really get the most out of it, because I think the design and overall engineering of the tower is really quite sensational. I love the cooling aspects and the architecture of it, and the build quality and overall packaging experience is nothing like I've ever experienced before. So there's definitely something that you're paying for on that end. Now, in addition to that, since I don't have an extra $5,000 laying around, I didn't go for the Apple Pro XDR 6K display. In fact, a great alternative to that display is this 32-inch Benq. It's the 3280U. It has a native resolution of 3840 by 2160, Ultra HD. It's an IPS display with HDRI enabled. It has plenty of connectivity options for a USB-C, DisplayPort, and HDMI, so connecting it to the new Mac Pro was super simple and straightforward. It's a pretty versatile monitor no matter what you're going to do on it. It has FreeSync enabled, 5 milliseconds gray-to-gray response time. It's great for general computing, consuming media, creating media, since you do have a 10-bit panel on here, and it has a fairly wide color gamut as well. Now, in terms of peripherals, the Mac Pro does come with the standard low-profile keyboard and Magic Mouse, similar to what you find on the iMacs. I don't mind the keyboard, but I don't like the Magic Mouse, especially for long-term use. I don't find it that comfortable, so I'm going to use the best mouse out there, which is the Logitech MX Master 3. This thing is definitely my favorite mouse out there, especially for long-term productivity usage. You can do a little bit of gaming with it. It tracks super well on pretty much every surface that you can think of. Has this new magnetically activating scroll wheel, which can actively scroll from click to click to a free scrolling mode. And again, just in the hand and overall durability control sake is definitely a pleasure to use and an awesome addition to my current Mac Pro setup. Now, lastly, I do need some long-term storage, so I'm going to go with a good old-fashioned Seagate 10 terabyte external hard drive. Now, I can install mechanical hard drives inside the Mac Pro, since we do have SATA connectivity as well as PCI Express connectivity for SSD storage, but we're going to do that later on. But this is a nice convenient way to kind of get files in and out, and plus 256 gigabytes internally right now with this baseline configuration is pretty much nothing, so we're going to definitely need to upgrade that. But for the time being, this is good for storing some media files that I'm going to use for the time being. But really, other than that, guys, that's really it. This is just a quick overview of the Mac Pro. We're going to have a number of videos demonstrating the capabilities of this thing, how to upgrade it, and also we're going to be doing a PC comparison, comparing this baseline configuration of the Mac Pro to a PC that costs less than half as much, but could potentially give you 4 or 5 times the performance on the PC end. So if you're interested in that, definitely make sure you're staying tuned to the channel. channel. Make sure you have notifications turned on so you get our videos once they become available. Give us a thumbs up, and thank you so much for your support, and we'll see you real soon. Take care.